I see one broken here, so we'll fix that. We got rivets there, so we'll have to order some parts on this.
You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So today's episode, let's dive into this. Make sure we're in a good working condition, everything works. Figure out exactly what we need for pins, probably lubricate some stuff up. And if you don't know what this is, quick hitch. So go back, watch some previous videos of us actually picking this up. We do need a new ball on that side, so we'll have to look up parts for this. There's a plate on it, I believe. Currently it is in the narrow state, but I'll pick it up, put it into the hoop building. That way I can take everything apart. If it rains, snows, whatever Mother Nature wants to do, it's out of the way. Went out front to get some brake clean up this plate. Yeah. And then this box is out there, so I got brake clean. I got my Loctite, which is awesome. If you do not have, I got to get all the Loctite available. Colburn has really hooked me up on learning about Loctite. This stuff, so that wheel seal, it always leaked. Yeah, that wheel's off right now. Don't worry. We're putting a video together with another video. So we put this around it and put it in, and its retaining compound, amazing. I think it was a 680. No, maybe it was the purple stuff. All I know is Loctite has a list of products that nobody ever even knows of. So unless you really work in that world, so. But this package was out there, and I'm pretty sure it's from the same, I think it's Jerry. So Jerry, if you sent me 2 lights, I really appreciate it, because we got a stand-up light now, which you can never have too much light. Wait, is there one or is there 2 in here? Oh, I don't even know. This is, all I know is you guys as fans are absolutely awesome. The support, everything. So I really appreciate you guys, and doesn't mean go out and start sending me stuff, but I really appreciate you guys. So let's throw this together before we get to that. 2 sets of 4 lights each. We got like studio lighting here for the channel now. So yeah, pretty awesome. I got it all laid here. Should be pretty, let me turn you guys over here. Should be pretty easy to put together. You know the rules. Throw the instructions away and send it, right? I'm just kidding. Everybody who gets all worked up about that, I'm kidding. The instructions are there, we're just probably not going to use them. I'm not big on instructions. Well, that's odd, because those go the other way. They thread down, and these are in the way. Whoops. Don't listen to me. Alright, let's try this again. Let me sit down. Like we're getting tired. Yeah. My bad. Put it on upside down. Don't follow me for more tricks and tips of doing it. Oh, this handle's so you can do it by yourself, or you can move 2 at the same time. Do they even use the handle? Dang, there's a lot of options. Yeah, we don't even need this handle for our application. Now it's making sense. Okay. I'll admit, I looked up what the pictures look like, because after I got done, yeah, the handle still goes on it, and then the whole wire goes there. So I believe it's Jerry. Let me check. Name comes up as Jerry Mosley on YouTube. So Jerry, I appreciate it. Got them all figured out. That one was easy. This one, yeah, we had to figure it. It uses everything. So that will help me out when we're working on projects. I still have a goal of figuring out a light strand that will run across the top. But yeah, when you're working on projects and you got lights up above, it doesn't help when you're down in here and everything else. So you still got to have work lights for it. And I got the Milwaukee one, which is great and all, but usually I'm set up to the point where I take it and I got to move it and I got to move it. So appreciate it, Jerry. You guys are wild, absolutely wild. But all right, let's dive back into this quick hitch. It's got a label here. I want to get that cleaned up. We're gonna need some rivets. I take it these ball handles come off. They might be on there tight. I paid 220 bucks for this. You can take it apart. For those who don't know a quick hitch, you can take it apart and switch it from the narrow that it's in to the wide by switching holes. But I want to take everything apart, make sure everything is there. We're gonna get it all fixed up. It's gonna go on the 7520, and what it allows us to actually do is hook up to an implement in a much easier fashion. It's got all the hooks, so you put your 3-point hitch arms through here in the top link, and that makes it all better. The idea behind it is hooking up to the plows, or the plows swing around. I won't be wearing as much. I can line it up better. The biggest thing for it is 3-point hitch arms, because granted the 7520 doesn't do much 3-point hitch work other than having a block, things like that. Tillage work, that's what it's meant for. The other thing is the 3-point hitch arms sway back and forth and hit around. So I'm a big fan of them. We just never have had a tractor that's had it, so this is all new to me. But I'll take the covers off and then we'll see what we got underneath. I see one broken here, so we'll fix that. We got rivets there, so we'll have to order some parts on this, but at least we'll know what we got. Yeah, bought this on an auction. I've been looking for them. Real nice ones. I've seen $700, $800 for the same vintage. So I think I made out okay. One cover is complete, got a little bit of a bend to it. The other cover, well, as you see, cracked. It's all there. So either we can make one, run it like that, but we'll see. Here's what I'm talking about. So we got bolts, 2 bolts and 2 pins. So there's a pin that actually sticks through, and you can take them off and put them through these other ones coming from the other side. So other than being aged, which I expected it to be aged, things look halfway decent in here. That's just a roller in between, but yeah, we'll give it a little bit of work and it should be good. First thing though, penetrant. Things have been sitting around for this long. No, we're not sponsored by anybody, so if somebody wants to sponsor us on penetrant, we can do that, but we will lubricate literally everything. Yeah, not a bad thing to do. Okay, over here. Yep. Alrighty, little bit of penetrant oil. Now we got everything moving. So as you see on that hitch, it flips in and out the lock. So what you do, right in there, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a little groove. So you push it down and then you push it forward, which means it's not going to spring all the way up to hold something in right now. So as you back up and you pick it up, that drops in. Then once it's in, you walk out and it pushes it up the rest of the way, and then that doesn't actually move. So it's the locking mechanism. So we are going to need new springs. We'll have to look at what we got for ball options on the top. That one's seeing it stays, this one is not. And what Colburn explained to me, and write in the comments if this is right or not, I believe it is, the older ones are like this, a straight shaft. The new ones have the actual handle that goes up and turns that helps you unlock it. But this one, so you see, you push it in there. So what we'll need is new spring, the cotter pin that actually is holding that all in right there. So once you take that out, it'll pop up. We can put 2 new springs in, but that does work. So currently, if we wanted to, we could go out and we could go to work with this. So had to lubricate it and just work it around, and we're good there. So we'll do the same. If we come over here, you see it doesn't want to move. There we go. So it just rusted up from sitting around. Who knows? It was on a tractor, it was off a tractor. This is the one that I got from the auction. The holes look pretty well, like they're not worn, which is good. So we do got to get the pins that go through, because if you don't put the right ones in there, then it actually struggles and wears itself out. But they look pretty good. So that was a big plus. But now we got this working. Maybe, oh, it slid in. There we go. So we are gonna have to put some rivets. As you see, one's right there, it's broke off. So we're gonna have to put rivets in this side, balls, and we'll get some springs, because the springs actually hold some tension on it, which is good to have. But down here mechanically, it's got some slop, nothing too freaking crazy, not for what we're gonna do. But it's in working condition right now, so we could go to the field and get it going. Alrighty, let's get parts for it. So we go on the site, you go on Deere.com. And here I am. I went on and I put 7520. Well, here, I'll do it again. So 7520, it comes up with 3 options. First one's the right one. Ask me how I know. Hydraulics, quick hitch, coupler. So my coupler is actually supposed to have the handles on the top, which I didn't know that. So it's got the sideways handles. You know what I'll do? Give me 1 sec here. Alright, now we're good. So this one actually has handles for the 7520, which I was surprised by. I thought they came on like the 30 series and up. So you could update the one that I have for that. You gotta change, you gotta put this pin in, do a bunch of other stuff. So in the meantime, I went back up here and we went to, typed it back in and went to a 4520. So Colburn has a 4520 and this one has the ball set up. So that is the correct one for the hitch. So we got the plate, we got everything. The one thing I did like on the 7521, it has the safety warning right there. So it's got the rivets and stuff like that. So, but what we need off of this, so we're going to look up what's the price for that back panel, the rivets for the top. So number 4, number 8, which is the pin that goes through, and it does say See? Yeah, 8's the pin that goes through. And 16 is the spring. The ball is 18. And then there's a pin. There's two different things going on here, but a pin and the lock piece to go with it, the screw. So what we're gonna do is we'll click everything. So we need 2 rivets. So number 4. It says we need 4 because the other side thinks we need 2. So add to cart. And then we'll go back here and let's see number 7. Shield, which comes in a quantity of 2. Let's see what they cost. And then we'll go back and we'll do number 8, which is a roll pin. Spring pin is what they call it, I guess. 2 of those. 16, which is the spring. 2 of those. Number 8, which is the knob. 2 of those. And then 30, which is, what's going on? There's different 30s. Well, there's different 30s. Okay, what's our sub say on it? Ugh. Yeah, so there's a complete different number. So we're going to have to look into what the difference is between those numbers. Because even the remarks are different. So we'll skip that. But we'll go back to our list. Here's my favorite thing. So if you've watched previous videos, you'll know my feelings on the local Deere dealer. But that's water under the bridge. So you take your cart, go over here to greenpartstore.com, paste the serial number. So those back shields that are messed up, $27 a piece. Okay. 2 of those. I got the screws. Oh, we gotta update that, don't we? Update cart. Update cart. Make sure we're all updated. Here's the springs. So I guess I better show you over here. I'm sure some of you guys do this or order parts and everything, and this is just getting boring, but I figured I'd give. So how many of these did we need? I don't even know. Spring pins, we only need 2. So we're at big spending right now. Those shields are $54 of the 58 we've had, which is good. We'll see as we go down. So we got a spring now. And you can do a simple search, and sometimes they're cheaper elsewhere. But I give greenpartstore.com a lot of credit. They've been very good, especially for my 7520 parts. But yeah, they're AHW, and every order you get gets a koozie. Orders over 250, I think, get a hat. So those springs cost $23.94 each. We could probably get away using it, but if we're gonna do an order, we might as well do an order, a proper order. Copy. We just got to figure out those pins, which is what do these knobs cost? $22 per knob. Knob, yeah. Update. Okay, so we are at $150 in parts, and that's where it gets you. But still, paid $220, so we'll be into that for $370. Yeah, and
Yeah, quick hitches are expensive. I don't give them away for sure. And we could do without like the shields. We do need a bolt. One of those bolts is broken. So we could do without the shields. We could do without... What else could we do without? We really could do without the knobs. And, but if we're going to do it, we might as well do it right. So, well, there we have it. I did add 14 new bolts for the back and the lock washers. Figured as long as we're doing it, we're doing it. We do have to tap out that one broken off one. But that puts our total bill up to $162.50. So we're splurging on it tonight. But might as well go ahead and check out, because then we'll have that project done. And it's got the whole pandemic shortage thing list. So, alrighty. I'm going to check this out. We're going to have to look back, figure out pins. I did try to look up some of the pins, and there's different types. So we'll do a little digging on the pin side of it. We want the right one, especially because they cost a pretty penny. They were like $72 a piece. So ain't nothing cheap. But appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, being part of this channel. We have a road trip coming, so got to gear up for that. Yeah, we're gaining on projects. The hoop building's definitely made it better. So appreciate you guys, though, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.